guys, Kinsey here, and I'm here to show you some of this month's pickups. So I have them kind of separated into two-ish categories, but whatever. So first of all, I'm going to show you some pickups that I just got when I went garage sailing with Metal Jesus Rocks. So it was a fantastic day. In West Seattle, they have a huge, garage sale day where everyone has garage sales. So you just drive around and there's a million of them, and it was great. Anyways, to start off with, I got this Donkey Kong board game. And what's kind of funny about this, too, is, so this, I don't think all the pieces are here. It's not in the best shape, and I was kind of hemming and hawing over it. And MJR is like, Kinsey, it is 25 cents. It's worth it for the box, basically. It was this cute little old lady's garage sale, and she had so many awesome, super old vintage toys. And they were most of the things were priced under $1, and it was kind of awesome. So, I'm glad I got this, even though the pieces aren't quite all there, but it still looks rad. Alright, and next is the Zelda DS Lite. And this one kind of has a cool story that goes along with it as well, because this guy, he had a couple items out. It was first thing in the morning, and he didn't really know what to sell this for. And MJR and I, Metal Jesus did. I was the backup, the backup. But coaxed this guy down from, I think he started at 25, and we ended up getting it for 15. So it was pretty cool. And he went back in the house and found the charger for us. And it's a little bit banged up, but I didn't have this, so I'm really glad to add this to my collection. Alright, next up, also from Garage Sale Day, just a couple games I didn't have yet in my collection. So I got Uncharted 2. I have played this game. I love the Uncharted series, but I actually borrowed it from a friend. So it's kind of nice to have them for myself now. And then also I got, this is the Steelbook special edition of Beyond Two Souls. I know this game didn't get the best of reviews, but I really like Quantic Dream, so I really liked Heavy Rain and Indigo Prophecy and all their other games. So, at a garage sale for a couple bucks, I'll pick up the collector's edition. Why not? Alright, and lastly from garage sailing is, this is one of those things where if you don't see what you want at a garage sale, always ask. Be like, hey, do you have any video games? Because, they're most likely they're going to say no, but a lot of times they're like, oh yeah, I did have some of those in the house. And that's how I got these. So, some Super Nintendo games, F-Zero, Super Mario World, and Super Mario All-Stars. All fairly common, but also, I got them for 20 bucks for all three, 15 or 20, something like that. So, always ask. The worst they can say is no. And I asked and got Super Nintendo games. So, it's a win-win, I think. My next pickups are just from, some just random video game stores that I stopped by. Two of these I know were from another castle. So I just got a Vita, and I'm super excited about it. I don't really own very many games yet, so I decided to pick some up when I saw them for actually pretty cheap. So I got Katamari, and I got Muramasa. I already have this on the Wii, but this is the Rebirth, so that way I can try both versions. And I love Vanillaware, so had to get it for the Vita. And then lastly, I got Soul Sacrifice. I got this brand new, and I think it was 10 bucks, maybe less. So I saw that, and I was just like, whoop, I'm gonna pick that up. So definitely excited about starting my Vita collection finally. So loving the system so far. Alright, so next up, I'm going to have a beer. If you've watched my videos before, you know I try to pair my videos with a beer. And first beer up is Base Camp Brewing S'more Stout. And the reason I picked this is because my next round of pickups that I'm going to show are all from game hunting while I was on a camping trip. So just kind of stopping at thrift stores along the way. So first up, Base Camp S'more Stout is a Portland, Oregon brewery. You know, it kind of just tastes like a chocolate stout. It's still really, really good, but having it be called the S'more Stout, I was actually really, really pumped about it, because I was like, oh, that's going to go great with my camping video. But it's like, I don't really taste s'more or graham cracker, like, or marshmallow, or, I mean, it's an alright chocolate stout. It's just a little bit misleading, if you ask me. But still pretty good. Alright. So, next is going to be my pickups while camping. And first off, we have Chrono Cross. And I actually really like this game. It takes place like 20 years or something after Chrono Trigger. And I know Chrono Trigger is the game, obviously, with the gigantic following because it's wonderful and amazing. But I have really fond memories of playing Chrono Cross. And my copy is like super banged up because I bought it when it came out. So, and I was an irresponsible child. So, but now this copy, a little bit of cracks in the case, but for the most part, the discs and the instruction manual and everything is all flawless. So, was really excited to see this at a thrift store for pretty cheap. And then same goes for Final Fantasy VIII. I actually have an embarrassing amount of copies of this game, but this one is definitely an upgrade. Again, the cracks on the outside of the case, but the discs themselves are beautiful. It has the mini walkthrough and the instruction manual, so it's definitely worth it for finding it at a thrift store. Alright, and next are just some more thrift store games. I got Jaws Unleashed, and I know a lot of people probably just like, budget game. But no, this game is ridiculously B-movie awesome. Like, for example, when the game opens, you are Jaws, stuck in like a science lab, and to get out, you have to like jump out of your tank a little bit, grab a scientist, thrash him about, and then go swipe his key card by just his whole body, swiping the guy's whole body through a thing so you can get out. And the first time I remember playing that opening scene when the game first came out, and I was just like, yeah, this game's ridiculous. So, and I mean, he kind of controls like a semi-truck underwater. He has to go in like the biggest turns ever to turn around, but there was something super charming about this game that I really enjoyed for some whatever reason. And then I got a copy of Prey. I've actually never played this game, but I saw it at a little game store when I was camping, and it was like 79 cents. And I was like, yeah, alright, I'll buy it for 79 cents. They just announced a reboot of the series. Well, at E3 this year, it's a reimagining of the series, so it's not really a sequel or a reboot, but it's kind of a redoing of it. So we'll see what happens with that. I've heard really good things about this game, so especially now that they're continuing the series, I should probably check it out. And then next, I have Simpsons Road Rage. I'm actually kind of surprised I don't already own this. I might own this. But it's kind of like, it's The Simpsons. It's kind of a parody of Grand Theft Auto 3. I have actually never played it, so kind of excited to try it out. I really like The Simpsons a lot, even though Futurama's better. Oh, internet controversy. But I'm excited to have this in my collection, possibly for the second time. Maybe. Alright, so next up, I'm going to do another beer. And this next one is Farmlandia Farmhouse Ale from Iron Horse Brewery. And this is over in Ellensburg, Washington. I've actually already done a beer by them before, but I really wanted to include them because Ellensburg was one of the stops I made where I went thrift storing and actually found some stuff. So I wanted to make sure to give Ellensburg a little shout out. And I have a really good friend from there. So, yeah, I was excited to actually find things there on my pass-through. So let's give this a try. It's really good. So Farmhouse Ales, they are, I was kind of having a hard time finding a description of them that was clearer than Miss Inarticulate Kinsey can say. But it's so, it's a unique flavor. It's historically designed to be brewed at a farmhouse so that during the wintertime, so that way the farmhands will have something to drink all throughout the summer. So it's kind of a naturally soured beer, but not so sour that it's a sour. Tart. I think tart's the word I'm looking for. Whatever. It's delightfully tart and unique, and a lot of times they're kind of like earthy and yeasty as well, so it's good though. It's really good. They kind of have this more, rusticy, soury, delicious. You know, I can throw as many adjectives as I want, and I still don't know if I'm going to get my point across. It's good. It's good. All right. So next up are my finds from Ellensburg, Washington, and beyond during my camping trip. So I've been finding a lot of guides lately. I'm pretty sure it's my last pickup video that had like an Earthbound guide and all kinds of stuff. I've been hitting it hard with these guides. I've been scouring that book section. So this time, found a whole bunch of guides. So to start off with, episode 1, Racer. I absolutely love this game a lot. It's super fun to play in the arcades. I don't really know if I need a manual or a strategy guide for it, but that's alright. Probably first page is like, don't run into the walls, you'll blow up. So, deal. I really like this game, so sure, I'll pick it up for $1. I got Pokemon Heart Gold and Soul Silver guide. Again, if I see something Pokemon, I probably won't say no, especially when it's like $1. So, had to pick this one up, definitely. I also picked up the Pokemon Ruby and Sapphire version. So, also had to pick this one up. I think this one was $1. Yeah, it's $1. So I had to get it. Alright, and last but not least, I got the Link to the Past guide. And I was super excited to find this because it's in really, really nice shape. It was $1. I actually don't have this book in my collection, so I was pretty pumped when I saw it on the shelf. Glad I have this finally. So those are my recent pickups. I really enjoy doing these pickups videos. I really enjoy sharing my recent additions to my collections with you guys. I'm going to try to be doing them as often as I can. I mean, obviously, if I don't find anything, I probably won't be doing a video. But I really like doing them, so hopefully I can do more. And you can find me on the internet at Kinzilla, Kinszilla, on Twitter and Instagram. You can also like me on Facebook under the same name. And thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing.